even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He'll drop to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Now a handoff looking right. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, 8. They'll drop to throw, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, last week he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there first quarter.
Yeah, help me out because we watched tape together before this game. We were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt in his favor where he was just running downhill the plays? It certainly felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it on that play as well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He finds an opening past the 40. A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Novak out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics. But in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores. He'll look to throw, being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go now.
And to give this time to the tailback. About 3 yards there to the 27th. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to push his way through. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Now this time he'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And his kick is right through. No back out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, look at 56. Detroit. Here we go now. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Novak out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jay Bromley able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they try the right side here. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him a couple on the scramble.
And slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nigel Bradham. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. scrimmage here, back at the 41. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Jeffrey will go in motion right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's complete to Jeffrey. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Novak out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there at 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. So they're going to go for two. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And some room to work. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right at the 20. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Novak out now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down following the run.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And an update now from down in Baltimore. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. He finds Bray. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nigel Bradham leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out comes Minnesota. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go now.
In motion right is Jeffrey. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It's a gain of 15 that time, and it'll give the Vikings a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their mobile quarterback, 34 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And the Steelers set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. No, check, Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jay Bromley getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. The Steelers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Cardinals moving out in front late. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Dancing to his left. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Set. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays. But when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying. And on that play, the prayer was answered.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And this looks to probably be the final play. A big offensive explosion.
neighborhood. Let the wind blow, open up the window.